Welcome to sportsbookraeview.com. I'm Flash, and it's the Champions League second legs. It's all up for grabs. We've got Man City taking a 2-1 lead tomorrow against PSG. There's a few injury concerns on both sides of the fence. And then on Wednesday, we go to Stamford Bridge, where it's Chelsea 1, Real Madrid 1. Real Madrid got a few problems as well, but so have Chelsea. So where do we find the value? First of all, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means I'll notify you. You'll never miss any content again, which is a massive bonus because tomorrow we'll do Europa League. Then on Thursday, it's Serie A. Bundesliga's back. That means cash, Premier League and La Liga. And we're closing in on the Euros, which is only less than 6 weeks away. I've got Tan and I've got Alex. Alex, massive game. Man City versus PSG. Do we see goals?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have the same approach. We cannot sit and defend or whatever. They cannot do that. It's the same approach like in the first leg. There is nothing else than goals in this one. Both teams. Manchester City for sure will not say to defend, right? PSG are forced to score twice. Mbappe, not sure if he will play. He traveled with the team. Probably he will play. We don't know yet. But it will be a goal fest, in my opinion. There is no, I cannot see an under 2.5 here.
Okay, PSG go there, knowing they've got to score twice, Tan. Do they get at least two?
First of all, I like the fact that you are explaining to everybody where I am, what's happening. I could be live from inside the utero of a pregnant girl, and you will still asking me.
Well, don't give it the big one, Tan. Listen, we've all got them Sky backdrops.
And you will still ask. There will be goals, and not asking me anything on what's happening. So, for the crowd that was not before with us, before we go on air, because you were before we go on air, so you could have the explanation. Where are we? We are in front of San Siro. San Siro is exactly that direction.
So you're not in front of it then?
You maybe can see a little bit. Here it is.
Okay.
Here it is. And this was the place of parting yesterday. This was the place of this wallpaper, this wall painting appeared in honor of Lukaku, pointing at the three colors of the Italian flag, pointing at the Scudetto, because obviously, as everybody knows, Inter have interrupted the Juventus reign, the 9 consecutive streak of titles. Yesterday, it was very wild, even though there are still actually COVID restrictions. But in this case, well, if England will win the Euros, you will understand what will be. And so this appeared. It was crazy. It was very nice to watch, possibly from standing a bit next to it, not exactly inside it, but it gave also that vibe, that breath of normality, of being back to some other times. And all in all, it was 11 years since Inter didn't celebrate that Scudetto. So with Antonio Conte, the biggest revenge, I believe, in the history of Italian football was very special. As it could be special from Manchester City or whoever is to go ahead and win this Champions League, the semifinals, which in my opinion, to answer to your first original question, Flash, yes, they will be full reach of goals. Even though, I have to admit, guys, I don't know what about you, but I was very surprised in the first leg. First of all, I was surprised by the fact that Paris Saint-Germain didn't deliver a positive result. And secondly, I was surprised that there was an under 2.5 goals in the Real Madrid Chelsea. And I was surprised that anyway, that under 2.5 was in favor of the Blues.
Okay, let's go then. Ready? It's Man City minus 135, draw plus 350, PSG plus 375. Alex, I've gone with a firm one at massive value, but I can't. I mean, I think corners. I think both teams have to attack. 1-0's no good to PSG. So PSG have got to score twice. Do they do it?
Yeah, I think that they might do it, but you know how is Manchester City team approaching every single match? Suffocate their opponent in the first half, tends to settle down, take the energy out of their opponent, and now mostly with an opponent like PSG, always trying to score because this is what they are forced to score. So the first half, PSG have to go and deliver. I don't know if they will do that because it's very, very complicated. You know, being 1 goal down and approaching the second leg in your opponent. Oh, now nice sounder. Oh
Gary,
my God.
it's a place where, considering that San Siro is not in the middle of the building of the city, it's in the city but just at the border. It's a place where usually all the motocrossers are coming to.
So yeah, that was a good place to film from then, Tan.
That's how it is. But I understand that you were preferring more to be just locked in a bathroom and saying, yeah, there will be more goals, and that would be perfect.
So basically you are filming all your films from the bathroom?
Exactly where you guys are.
Well, yeah, but listen, you've just got that backdrop from off of Skype. You know what I mean? We can all have them.
Yeah, you really know very good about live TV.
I know. Listen, I'm so pleased that you're outside the home of my team, AC Milan. Man City, PSG. We've got We've got injury problems on both sides.
Wait, I didn't finish. So
I know you didn't. I was coming back to you.
I think that we will see a match with plenty of goals, and I think that we have great bets, and one of them, like in the first leg, because I went 2-0 in the first one with the Alex Classic and with both teams to score in that Real Madrid Chelsea game. I think that I will go again. Not I'm sure, but my official pick is to go again with the Alex Classic. Same price at 1.8. I really don't understand why the bookies have it so high. I was expecting it around 1.7, but let me put it this way. I think that another good approach here is Manchester City to win the second leg, the second half of the match, because this is what is happening a lot of times when they are playing. I explained you with suffocating their opponent in the first half. Pass, take out their energy and go in the second half of the match and win it and score 1-2 goals on their own. So that is just a lean, but it's priced at 2.0. Maybe you want to take a look also on that.
Well, Barca Man and Tan have been in cahoots because Barca Man saying City and PSG, both teams to score in the second half, Tan.
You are already revealing my bet before any analysis.
That's because I like it. I really like it.
Yeah, look, it was hard to find any value because basically, if you look into goals or over 2.5 or over 3.5, it's not even that much. And what kind of game we should expect? What kind of game we saw? Now, I don't want to do a match review analysis 1 week later, but basically about what surprised. Well, what surprised was that strangely, Paris Saint-Germain thought in the second half that handling could be enough. While they didn't give up on that attitude, they didn't concede that attitude against Bayern. Some way they thought maybe that with 1 goal they could handle Manchester City, would just uncover themselves. It was a deadly mistake, as we saw. It was clear, because even if City was very, very lucky in the 2 goals, the 2 actions of the goals, but anyway, they pursued that luck. I mean, they were pushing from the beginning of the second half. They were not, I would say, they were not scared by what happened in the first half, where they deserved to be 1 goal under. Basically, but I read someone writing, Pochettino bottled again, which is a way to look at it. Now, the thing is, can the second game be exactly as the first one? I don't believe that. Because now Paris Saint-Germain can't handle a thing anymore. Paris Saint-Germain must come up more, and it is not what they have done when they were playing Barcelona, when they were playing Bayern Munich, when they were in the group stage. They are more a team on a counter, and with a room, and with a perfect counter with Neymar and Mbappe. Now, this is completely changing their vision of the world. Obviously, everything in favor of Manchester City. If it is legit to expect a lot of goals in this game, as well as it is legit to see finally a clever Manchester City, as we saw in the second half. But I believe in this moment, nobody is trusting Paris Saint-Germain more than City. Are you guys? I don't think so. Are you?
No, the big thing for me was that they went 1-0 up, and it was all about stopping Man City from getting that away goal when they should have just gone and tried to get the second. But there again, it's a bending cross. Listen, it's class from De Bruyne because he knows.
Not backtracking too much, because really the first 15 minutes before City scored, City brought up much more the pressure, were more effective to get into the box, and Paris Saint-Germain didn't change an inch. And let's not forget, before scoring, City makes 2, if I'm not mistaken, if not 3 changes. And Pochettino stayed there and waited for things to happen. And only after conceding the second, he went on and changed something.
Yeah, the shackles are off, Tan. The shackles are off now. There's no worries about away goals. There's no worries. Listen, PSG, if you're going through, you have to score a minimum of 2. Okay? Man City, if you're going to go through, I think you've got to score a minimum of 2. So just go and win the game. Listen, it's going to be goals. There's got to be goals.
It's going to be goals.
This could be a 6-2. This could be a 5-3. Remember, we've seen this before, like the Barcelonas, the Real Madrid, PSG. It's going to be end to end. It's going to be bonkers. It's going to be great for it in play.
And that's why I went with the both team to score in the second half.
Oh, I agree with it. Plus 175.
When I saw it, I said, wow, there is a huge mismatch between the over 2.5 goals of the Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. It's only 1.70, so minus 106, if I'm not mistaken. When I saw it, I said, that's too little, but I understand why it's too little. But when I saw both teams to score in the second half, I said, this makes completely sense, because if, I believe everybody agree, Manchester will be the one leading the game, that will make Paris Saint-Germain even more desperate. Now, for how good Manchester City can defend, can't be that they can always be perfect marking in Neymar and Mbappe when the odds are completely released. But an unbalanced Paris Saint-Germain will suffer a lot, because in that condition, Manchester City would fit as a glove, would fit perfectly. And we saw that only Manchester City scored in the first leg. That's true. They scored 2. Nobody would expect that. This is different, because add the desperation factor in the second half, when the tic-tac, the clock is ticking, and Paris Saint-Germain, from what we agree as would be the course of the game, and Paris Saint-Germain will get a bit more desperate. So with those attacking power, they must find at least once the goal. But we saw that now that Manchester City, maybe for the first time, have been able to get rid of their fear, because they didn't get rid of their fear against Borussia Dortmund. Against Borussia Dortmund, they won, but the complex was still inside their mind. They felt like, wow, we survived this, and they shouldn't have. Now they won the fear, so much, much more confident than Paris Saint-Germain could be in the second half.
Excellent. Nuke Worker, nice to see you. Nice there's so many of you catching the show for the first time, absolutely live. 170 of you watching, 31 of you with the thumbs up. Press the thumbs up, show a bit of appreciation. You know, that's less than 33%. Now, I've gone with PSG team total over 1.5, plus 175. I'm definitely doing the both teams to score second half, plus 175. I think the Alex Classic at minus 125, that's in as well. So you listen, don't complicate this, right? Don't go for a winner, just go for goals, because there's got to be goals, because if there's no goals, they're not going through. The shackles are off. Okay, now let's go for the second game.
Wait, before we go into the second game, what is going to be for each of you the exact result of the game?
Oh, I couldn't pick that. I just said you don't complicate it, and then the next thing you do.
Just for fun.
I'm going. Honest to God, I could. I'd like to see 3-2 PSG.
You like that?
No, me, I'm going 3-2, the same score, but for Manchester City.
There you go. Well, you could do both. There'll be about 1 million to 1.
No, actually, I think I go as well for 3-2 for Man City. But why?
I tell you what, see, that's good. That's good. We're all going for 5 goals, though. Both teams to score and over 3.5.
But why, Flash, you say I would like that is a 3-2 to Paris Saint-Germain?
Just because the shackles and the fear is off. It's
but
off.
Why you would like for Paris Saint-Germain and not for City?
Because I tipped up Paris Saint-Germain on the top half, and I went for Real Madrid in the bottom half. But listen, if I get Real Madrid PSG final, I am dancing all the way. I don't care.
I thought there was some nasty old story of the time when you were.
No, I do like Pochettino as well, but I like Guardiola. Honest to God, I've got no real preference other than my pocket.
Correct.
Typical footballer.
No, not supporter. Typical better. Do you know what I mean?
Footballer.
Oh, typical footballer. Yeah, possibly. Let's move on. Let's go to South West London. Chelsea don't let many goals in. Absolutely bossed the first game. Plus 130. Draw plus 240. Madrid plus 250. I'll come to you again, Alex. 1-1 in the first leg. How Chelsea didn't score 4 in the opening 25 minutes, I do not know. And then, with 25 minutes to go in the game, both teams went, let's leave this at 1-1 and we'll see how the second leg goes.
Chelsea could have killed the game and the qualification in the first leg, and they didn't. And that is very dangerous against a beast like Real Madrid, with so much experience. We know that when you don't kill them, he's trying to get all the attention once again.
Just ignore him. He's gone to the Milan. He's gone to the Milan side now.
No, it's okay.
Flash only care about the pocket. I only care about the viewers. Just giving the best possible options to the viewers. Only that.
Okay, so the things are simple here. We know that they have the full squad at their disposal. Chelsea, on the other side, we have some big injury problems, like Varane and Carvajal, Lucas Vazquez, but back with Ramos and Mendy. I don't know if they will play the full match, but probably they will. Valverde is waiting for a negative test in order to play in this one. I think that if it's coming today, he will probably be playing on Wednesday. On the other side, like you mentioned, we have Chelsea. Since Tuchel came in, they are the first squad in the Premier League on shots on target. But the 16 team in Premier League in the same time with conversions from shots on target to goals. That says a lot of their finishing, this is their problem. The finishing is their problem. Kai Havertz scored 2 goals at the weekend, but that doesn't say nothing. Tuchel played 5-3-2 in the first leg because both Azpilicueta and Chilwell, the wings backs, are more like full backs, So this is what Tuchel is made of. Good defense, and let's see what is happening in the offense. Let's create chances, but it's very difficult for them to convert them into goals. And the fact that Timo Werner is not at all at his best form right now, and Ziyech from Ajax and Kai Havertz, okay, minus the 2 goals he scored right now after investing more than 120 million pounds on the 3 of them. I think that this is what they should improve from this season to the other one if they want to win the Premier League and also the Champions League. But they are closer than ever to winning the Champions League. This is unbelievable. Nobody expected that. But the organization level of play that Thomas Tuchel brought to the squad is top notch. So I think that only with that they might win this one. On the other side, Hazard played more minutes, so we will probably see him from the first starting from the first minute of the game. After that, Sergio Ramos is back. I see a first half draw at 2.1 probably, but I don't see Real Madrid losing this one. And I'm going Real Madrid draw double chance at 1.73. This is what I'm going for.
Yeah, the big thing that alarmed me in the first leg, Tam, was the way that Chelsea's midfield dominated so early and they got between the lines. It was almost like Kroos, Modric, they were too eager to press and they just got passed through. And then, listen, the philosophy from Tuchel was when you get turned, run at them. Anybody runs at you, they scare the life out of you. I think this is an Alex classic. I don't see it being like the dullard game we saw between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid. Again, I think there's no caution here. If Real Madrid are going to go through, unless it's on penalties, they've got to score twice, Tan.
Yeah, never for a second came to my mind the Real Atletico game. The great midfield performance, but if Jorginho played great, Kanté played immensely. I mean, for some moments, it seemed like by himself he was able to hold Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric. Now, to hold is not even the right way to define his game, because he was not just containing, he was actually continuously being the balance that was reversing the pitch on the face of Real Madrid, bringing Chelsea up and without any fear of conceding to Real. I was very impressed.
He is the perfect box-to-box player right now that we have in Europe.
You know, even better, because if you look, he's not even scoring that much. But to me, it reminded, for example, Makelele at the time of the Real Madrid that won in 2002.
Well, or Chelsea.
Yeah, then it was at Chelsea. Although, in my opinion, the best of Makelele was when he was at Real Madrid at the beginning. And exactly in that way, because Kanté is not even scoring that much, but that ability to support the attack, to protect the defense, to give the pace in midfield was astonishing. And again, he was facing Kroos, Casemiro, Modric, maybe the best trio in midfield that you can find in the world. I was surprised by how they went game. I was surprised how Zidane didn't react. I was surprised how Zidane was put in the back by Tuchel. You can expect, I mean, Zidane is not perfect, even if he's one of the best, but definitely the thing I would never expect is Zidane losing a tactical battle. Now,
but did he lose it? Because he was behind, yes. And then remember I did the live in play, and he did change. He basically didn't want to pass through midfield, so he went forward quicker, and then that meant that he got the Chelsea midfielders turned, so they were actually facing their own centre halves. Now listen, there was not many chances from both sides. I mean, Real Madrid had 3 corners in the last 12 minutes, but not really troubling the Chelsea goal. But Zidane made a few changes, but so did Tuchel. Tuchel went with a box 4 and closed the width down. He went very narrow, so to make sure that the ball couldn't go. Well, that was good for Real Madrid because they wanted to get it out their feet, go into Benzema, go into Vinny Jr., and try and put the ball in the final third. So I think it was a drawn game. I think it was drawn tactically as well, Tan.
Reverse Benzema lining up, not with Real Madrid and with Chelsea, and you have a 1-3 result or a 0-2 result. I think Benzema made all the difference in the world, because in the end it's true that maybe Chelsea only had...
You can sit a little bit to your right. It's okay. We want to see the full of you.
Is that Uber Eats, Tan? Is that your breakfast just arrived?
Breakfast. Which time zone you are living? It's not. It's true that Chelsea only had a couple of chances more, but they were the one that were constantly being in the Real Madrid half, and actually it was because of Werner lack of conversion, I would say also lack of personality, that the result was in that way. I have to report though that in Madrid, in the hours and in the days after the game, even though we all were impressed and we thought, okay, Chelsea won this at points, it's a 1-1, they have 2 results out of 3. In Madrid, they were very confident because they said, why Madrid should not be confident? In a game where Chelsea completely played better than them, still Chelsea forgave them, didn't kill them, and they are still alive. So if Real Madrid, playing so badly, went out with 1-1, if they are able to raise the game, not even to play a perfect game, to raise the game, how better they can be. They have a point with that. I don't know if it is an exact equation. Never in football 1 + 1 makes 2. But they do have a point. It's true that they are far from finished or far from over this game. Varane is out, but Sergio Ramos is back. And in my opinion, it is much, much better having Sergio Ramos than losing Varane. Also because actually Militao played better than Varane in the first leg. The only thing is that now Real Madrid will have to come up even more, because we saw that Chelsea against Porto are able to handle the game. The only thing we don't know is will they feel the pressure of fighting for something none of these players except Kanté, but none of these players basically has ever fought for or has ever fought for successfully. So that is the only doubt, because Kroos, Casemiro, Modric, these guys know how to reverse the fate. That's why I'm not able to pick a final outcome, always winning. And when I saw the options on the Alex Classic on both teams to score and over 2.5, which is, if I'm not mistaken, 2.60, I said, I take it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I wouldn't put anyone off of an Alex Classic parlay of both games. I think we see goals in both games because the shackles are off. I've got to keep saying that. If a team, the away teams, do not get 2 each, then you can say tactically they are all over the shop.
Well, why we might see extra time in this one? Why not 1-1 and extra time?
Because it's too risky. It's too risky. If we see a 1-1,
if you see a 1-1 in the 70th minute,
yeah,
you think that they will risk?
No, that's the only way. No. The only way we see a 1-1 here is if Chelsea go 1-0 up and Real Madrid score late. If Real Madrid score early, then I think this game could be a 2-2.
I agree with that.
Why it's good for an in-play betting, you know?
Yeah, they're both set up for it. They're both set up, maybe like a cagey 10 or 15 minutes, and then it goes bonkers. So what price would you go, what score would you go for, Tan?
You know, it's very hard for me to think that Real Madrid gets out of this.
Okay.
And I would say, because let's remind one thing also. Zidane did a mistake also because for the first time ever, he started with a 3-5-2 with Marcelo, a winger. Marcelo has never been efficient in the last times. He only played once from the start in this championship.
It's okay. Now he will go to the elections and we will not see him on the pitch.
Yeah, because he has been cast as a secretary at the regional election. I don't know if in the end he's still staying in Madrid or not, but anyway, he was cast. But it's very hard for me to see Real Madrid getting out of this. Real Madrid, if there is one team in the world that can reverse this, that is Real Madrid. You know, I say 2-2.
2-2. I've gone with 2-2. And do you want to make it yeah, exactly. 2-2 for me, 2-2 for Tan. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, let's go with the value.
And Rude Boy and Harry Dockett here hating the 2-2. Esteban, get the official picks up, please.
Go with the value?
I've gone with Real Madrid team total over 1.5 at plus 250, but you can get 275 in places. So Esteban, get them official picks up, please. Here we go. Alex's picks: Man City, Alex Classic at minus 125, and Real Madrid draw double chance minus 133. Tancredi's picks: Man City, both teams to score in the second half at massive plus 175, and Chelsea, the Alex Classic at plus 165. PSG over 1.5 team total for me at plus 175. Real Madrid over 1.5 team total at plus 250. So what I'm saying is, if one of them gets 2 goals, then I am in the profits and I do not care. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Also, put your thumbs up. 58 of you thumbs up, 142. It's about 40%. I gave
you Lukaku and there are only 58 thumbs up. Are you, guys, seriously? Are you out of your mind? Seriously? Alex, I didn't get it. You said I'll go with the value. What means? What's the result?
Yeah, well, I was also thinking about 2-2, but I will keep it and make an in play tomorrow.
No, okay,
yeah, well, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, you like this video, subscribe, press the button, ring the bell, and put the thumbs up. Then I'll know how much you really like it. We'll see you tomorrow when we go live with the Europa League, but also we go live with Bet With Us, because both semi-finals will be covering live in play. Esteban, do what you do. See you later.